Welcome to the channel, Jaden Chase. Now if you're new, remember to like, share and subscribe. Now people are saying this is not rocket science. It seems as if these beryllium vans being used as money couriers for banks are being targeted. Now with the danger that poses to public safety, the state has decided to intervene with law enforcement to see if they could advise the guardsman group of companies on a better way that the beryllium division can carry out their duties. May I hear what go on that will contain the reason. Look and listen.
We know that when something like this happens, persons are genuinely concerned about an incident like this. It's one of the ATM that is very well used, and we're very thankful at this time that more persons weren't injured given the level of gunfire that we see based on evidence here at the scene. No other persons were injured. So we know that persons will have concerns, but I know that the local police, they will be, and they have started the discussion and will be in discussion with the banks. We know that the banks, they also have their own security systems that they do. So it's just that they will be discussing it some more. We can see how brazen these criminals are becoming, more brazen. So whatever system you put in, sometimes it's not foolproof, so they will still try to breach it. So even as we speak to individuals, we still ask them to be cautious. Based on what we've seen is that they are not targeting the individuals who are utilizing the bank per se. They are more inclined to be targeting the courier, the beryllium. The two incidents that we saw, it was directed at the company that transports the money.
Which comes back to my question about looking at the company, because who studies when beryllium come in to put money in an ATM?
Well, I know that discussion was had and discussion will be had with the security company. As I said, there's no system that is foolproof. So in cases like these, the senior managers from the force will engage senior managers from that company. The local officer on the scene will, based on their local knowledge and based on the information that they have, they will also provide briefs. So it's about they have to go to the table and have some discussion to see what happened, do some post-mortem, look at the systems that are in place, because no systems are foolproof, and to see if we can make recommendations from our side about security measures that can be implemented. And so the dialogue continues, but as I said, there's no foolproof system, so there will be a lot of discussion between the security company and the police.
Can you share with us the gender of the persons who were shot?
I understand they were all males.
A bulletproof it through one. Yeah, a bulletproof it through.
The bullet exit here, sir.
Okay.
Now, banks have already said that there might be disruption in certain services following what took place with beryllium. Now, while law enforcement did say no plan is foolproof, they are saying that they will be advising the company on better strategies to use. People are also calling for Brinks trucks. And everybody across the island is pointing out that when money couriers were primarily Brinks trucks, Jamaica did not see these types of crimes happening with Brinks trucks or with the money couriers. And one of the reasons why is that it was a Brinks truck, which is an armor mad vehicle, which is a strong deterrent to criminals. Other than that, for the most part, most money couriers are unmarked vehicles. You wouldn't know. For the beryllium company though, their logo is on the side of the vehicle. If them go say them a try cut costs by not purchasing Brinks trucks, and them go just use these regular vans. Some people say them bulletproof, some people say them not bulletproof, some people say might the window them alone bulletproof. This is not the time for advertising. All them logo up on the side of the van do advertise the company. Now when you have the bank millions of transport, them advertise the company upon some billboard or upon the side of some JUTC bus if them want driving promotion or if they want them promotion to be on the side of a vehicle where travel from here and there and everywhere. And of course, law enforcement have to step in now because of public safety. One thing the superintendent pointed out, this is a big bank in a Portmore and the ATM is frequently used. You have call centers all around. These workers are paid through accounts, but them have access to the ATM machine when they want to draw some of the cash. And the criminals not care about public safety. It is also said that a licensed firearm holder was on scene and gave assistance to the security guards. Any innocent person could have did it. I go about them lawful business. Yeah, the bank itself not open on a Sunday, but the ATM machines are open. The company have also think about the safety of its workers. A security company can do nothing without actually having security guards working for them. And the security guards start to feel like it's unsafe to work for the company. That's a situation within itself. As it pertains to also public safety, people will start to feel unsafe. Even though seeing the beryllium van drive up anyway. And there's no way the company can just say a coincidence. And even if the two scenarios are not linked, it still shows say people are targeting the security guards who are make drop-offs at the bank. Where them say them want better weapons, give them the better weapons. But them also need other equipment. You transport millions, you need a fully armored vehicle. You don't just need better weapons. Yeah, we know better weapons might be cheaper. But a company where deal with security have to be mindful of the way them try to cut costs. Because of security you deal with. So anyway you try to cut costs, you weaken the security service that you provide. We also hear people say have military and police at these locations because we have enough people in law enforcement. Unknown to most, law enforcement stated that within the JCF, I think numbers for the JDF were released. But them say at least 400 officers leave the JCF annually. I want to think that number was factoring in the people who the JCF put out because of whatever reasons, whether them the wrongs, them can't manage the work, whatever the case may be. But it sounded like them that say 400 officers annually, yearly, choose to just leave from the JCF completely. So while I might think we have enough officers based on what say take place with crime, no, you might see officers in city centers, and because of your day-to-day or the route them where you traverse, you see officers on a regular basis because maybe you travel through hot spots, troubled areas. But we don't have enough law enforcement, and we don't have enough even law enforcement vehicle for our patrol car patrol every street every 10 minutes. We don't have the resources there. We don't even see first world countries with these resources. So that within itself might be just wishful thinking. And because we don't have enough people to deal with security, while we have security companies. Think about it. If we had enough members of law enforcement, maybe law enforcement will provide some of these services to these banks. But they don't have enough manpower to do that. Tackling crime and violence is that task within itself. So if we say, all right, put soldier, a bank, and no, it don't work so. Wishful thinking might sound good in theory, but when we look upon the practicalities of what people are saying, the government not gonna do that. The government have crime and violence to deal with. Law enforcement have crime and violence to deal with. That's why them say them go advise the company. Them know better strategies. And we da believe say within these security companies you have some ex-members of law enforcement. We advise them on the strategies where them for use when them do things like even just delivering money. So you tell me say them not have no ex-members of law enforcement. If you advise them, well them say better late than never. And hopefully them listen to law enforcement and make the necessary changes needed. Because this is not only a situation for them, it will affect public safety. It will create a situation where innocent bystanders, people are go about them daily business. You have bus stop across the road from the bank. You know to channel, subscribe icon, then the bell icon, and of course put it on all. One of the reason again, my sentiments for you and yours that want to live, love, and prosper. If you want to stay tuned.